Coming up,
I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis in 2015.
this local restaurateur tackled his health condition by changing his lifestyle and his menu. Speaking of menu, SoBe Wine and Food Festival has over 120 events, and we found a healthy one. Plus, we'll walk to benefit our furry friends and learn about a new method for weight loss. All that and more is today on SoFlo Health. Welcome to Amara at Paraíso here in Edgewater, and welcome to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie, and we've got some delicious food to get to tasting in just a minute with Chef Ivan. He's in there cooking right now, and we're also going to learn about an event happening at SoBe Wine and Food Festival. It's also happening here. So let's go in, meet the chef, and taste the food.
Papingachos is a traditional Ecuadorian pancake, coming in with a nice egg right over the top. I come with our salsa de maní, finished with a little bit of salsa criolla, which is some fresh herbs, pickled carrots, pickled onions, a little bit of jalapenos. All right, y'all, see you at the table.
Heck yeah. This all looks amazing. We just saw it made, but refresh us, chef. What are we looking at?
Absolutely, so starting from cold to hot, right here we have our hamachi tiradito with lulo vinaigrette, choclo, and crispy malanga. Then right here we have our Michael Boric Farms heirloom tomatoes with ají amarillo vinaigrette and salsa macha. Here we have our yapingachos, which will be our farmer's market dish for South Beach Wine and Food.
Yeah, in fact, I'm gonna cut into this because this looks amazing. I'm gonna get a bite of this for sure. While I do, tell us, what's Amara all about?
For me, Amara is a beautiful coastal restaurant right by the water. Just indicative of Miami, and just having a good time and showcasing what we do here, and not dolling it up too much, you know.
Yeah.
Great ingredients, great product. We take care of what we do. We love our purveyors, and I think that's what Amara is to me.
Chef, thank you so much. We're gonna check in with Lee, the founder of SoBe Wine and Food Festival, in just a little while, but first, I've got some more food to eat. Chef, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Once again, I'm at 5 Element Wellness Center, and I'm joined by Dr. Monique again. Doctor, good to see you.
Good to see you too, Hunter.
So today we're talking about semaglutide.
Yes.
It's all over the place. It's all the rage. What is it?
So semaglutide is an FDA-approved medication that before used to be used only for diabetic patients, and now it's been approved for basically weight loss management.
And what makes it special? How does it work?
So it's basically a peptide. So we already make peptides in our bodies. And what that does, it actually slows down the digestive system. So it holds the food a little bit longer in your stomach, which then completely takes away your hunger, and you feel full a lot longer than normal.
Is it safe?
It's very safe. You know, compared to other drugs out there, it's been used for so many years with diabetics that we know what the side effects are. There's really no long-term side effects, especially if it is being used correctly with the correct amounts and the right dosage.
When it comes to outcomes, what is the goal in using this?
Well, the goal is just to really help them with the willpower. A lot of people struggle with the willpower, especially the people that have the chronic problems with their weight loss. It's not forever.
I was about to ask, is it something that goes on forever?
Absolutely not, absolutely not. I like to use it short term. The idea is to get them to a point where they're really used to changing their lifestyle.
I feel amazing, I feel healthier, I feel more energetic, I feel less fatigued, I have less body pain. The list is endless, it goes on and on. This is a lifestyle change. So what the program does, it aids you in losing the weight, so it's not once you come off of it, you're gonna gain the weight back. Because that's what I feel like a lot of the fad diets are. You lose the weight at the moment, but as soon as you stop, you gain everything back. The person just has to be ready to commit to the program because the clinic is ready to commit to you.
We just heard Crystal's story. What do you have to say about her experience?
So Crystal did wonderful. She's one of the patients that we actually had on semaglutide. She lost 80 pounds. There was a lot of changes that she had to do as far as lifestyle and diet changes. We did help her with all her diet. The semaglutide just allowed her to make those changes without suffering. It gives you the willpower because you don't feel hungry. It completely changes the way you feel about the foods.
Is there anything else that we should know about semaglutide or your weight loss program?
I think it's important to know that it's different for every single person. Semaglutide is not necessarily for every single person. There are other things that we can do to help them with the weight loss without specifically having to use that kind of injectables.
If people would like to learn more, how can they?
They can call the office, they can follow us on Facebook, and actually on March 13th, we're giving a free seminar on weight loss. So whoever is interested, they can call the office and register. We do have limited spacing, but we'll be doing it soon.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
February may be Heart Month, but the 2024 Broward Heart Walk is coming up March 10th. So I went to Nova Southeastern University, the site of this year's walk, to learn more. This is David, and he's going to talk to us about the Broward Heart Walk, which we've been to before, but it's coming up. So David, what's going on for the Broward Heart Walk this year?
So March 10th, coming up soon, we have the Heart Walk, and very excited. There'll be thousands of people here from the community to do a 3-mile walk and to give back and to raise money for folks that are afflicted with cardiovascular disease. It is the #1 killer in America today.
And who does this benefit?
Well, community folks throughout Broward County, you know, folks that are afflicted with heart disease, also caregivers, people that want to learn how to give a CPR and help people, but also it benefits folks that are doing research for cardiovascular disease in the community as well.
Yeah, well, it's a walk after all, so let's keep walking.
Okay.
So everybody knows, where is the walk happening?
Well, right here at Nova Southeastern University. I'm so proud that it's going to be here March 10th. I'm an alumni, I got my MBA here, so excited to be back home at Nova Southeastern University.
What else is happening at the Heart Walk?
Well, listen, the theme is I walk to save lives. And so listen, thousands of people are going to come out. They're going to walk to save lives, raise money, come out here and get some education on how we can save lives, hands-only CPR, and also CPR for their dogs as well. So getting together for the community and helping people in our community.
And how can we learn more about it?
Well, listen, you can go to the browardheartwalk.org website. There's so much information on there, and you can sign up and get information on how to connect. So, you know, just a shout out to the American Heart Association and the team here in Broward County. And Hunter, shout out to you for getting the word out and the awareness that you and your team do. It's truly remarkable what you can do. Thank you.
Well, we appreciate it. The American Heart Association has helped us throughout the years on SoFlo Health with great information, and I've got personal connections to it as well. So thank you so much for your time and supporting.
You're welcome. Thank you.
You got it. What to expect from SoBe Wine and Food Festival and how you can support animals in need of a home are right here when SoFlo Health returns. Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie. We're still here at Amara. I'm now joined by Lee of SoBe Wine and Food Festival. Lee, thanks for joining us.
Good to be here.
So, why did you start this whole thing? It's been going on for, is it 23rd, 24th annual?
This is year 23.
Year 23.
And I started it as really a way to give back to the community. I took a one-day event that was on campus and doing really well and said, we need to take this to the next level, and that's how it all began.
And how many events are there now?
Oh, probably 120 or plus.
Wow.
Give or minus a few.
Wow, it's incredible. And we're here featuring Farmers Market Brunch. Tell me about that.
Well, Farmers Market Brunch is an event that we've done this will be the second year in a design district. Michael Schwartz is so synonymous with farm fresh and farm to table cuisine. You know, he really started that whole commitment here in South Florida. So it was really just an obvious choice in creating something that was farm to table to go back to Michael Schwartz, who has that incredible passion and commitment and relationships with all the farmers here in South Florida.
For somebody that's new to the event, never gone before, and they're like, you know what, this is the year, what kind of events do you recommend that they check out?
You know, I always say to people, listen, we wish people would buy tickets to all 120 events. It's not realistic. And I constantly am reminding people, pick a few events. Don't overdo it because you're going to be tired. Focus on, go to one of our signature daytime events. I think the grand tasting on Saturday or Sunday is something that's a must.
And when is this all happening?
The weekend of February 22nd through 25th, you can still buy tickets. You can go to our website at www.sobewff.org. You can follow me. I give away tickets. You can, it's hard not to know that we are happening. We are the largest wine and food festival in the country. We've raised just almost $40 million for students at the FIU school, the Chaplain School. So it's a great way to give back. It's a great way to enjoy the weekend. And it's a great way to experience some of the greatest chefs, not only in the city, but in the world who are coming to town that weekend.
Well, Lee, thanks so much for creating this event for all of us to enjoy. Is there anything else you'd like to add before I let you go?
No, just to buy tickets and come and enjoy.
All right. And remember, it's SoBe Wine and Food Festival, not Food and Wine. WFF.
You got it. So SoBEWFF.
Yes, sir. Okay, now if you're wondering where my dog Baby is, she's kind of a hater and this environment would scare her a bit. But I take her for walks, trust me. In fact, here's some video of that. We're here at the VCA Walk for the Animals. As you can see, everybody is out here walking with their animals, and it's all to benefit the Humane Society of Broward. But we're actually here to meet with Blakely Law Firm, who is one of the big sponsors of this event, to find out about why it's so important to him and to learn a little bit about what you can do to protect yourself if you're ever in a car accident. So let's go see Mr. Blakely. This is Jarrett Blakely of Blakely Law Firm. Jarrett, thanks for being out here today. We really appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. We're super excited to be here. It's a great event. We love to give back to the animals, and we love fighting to get South Floridians paid fast. We got South Floridians $45 million for their car accident injuries last year, and we hope to have this year be just as great, if not better, and continue to give back to the animals. And it's a really exciting event.
Hey there. We're at the Walk for the Animals, so let's walk. I'm now joined by Sherry of the Humane Society of Broward County. Sherry, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Now, we've seen you before on SoFlo Health, on Local 10, but what are we doing here today?
So today is the largest fundraiser of the year for the Humane Society of Broward County. It is a 34th annual VCA Walk for the Animals that raises funds so that we can operate every single day.
We were here with Blakely Law earlier. That's who we came to visit. Why is it important for sponsors like that to be a part of this as well?
Well, I think for any of the sponsors that get involved, I mean, it's showing their support for the community. South Florida is huge. There's so many millions of people here, and we are all animal lovers. I like to think everybody's an animal lover.
Yes.
And when sponsors get involved, it's showing the community that they care. They want to make a difference, and they love animals too.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Sherry. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yep.
This restaurateur was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, but he's fighting back with food and fitness. Find out more after the break on SoFlo Health.
The Aortic Center at Mount Sinai Medical Center is a world-class healthcare facility that is helping take care of your health with cutting-edge technology, and we're here to meet Dr. Ayad to learn more about it. So follow me and let's meet the doctor. I'm now joined by Dr. Ayad at Mount Sinai Medical Center, and we're here today to talk about the Aortic Center at Mount Sinai Medical Center. So Dr. Ayad, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. What do you do at the Aortic Center?
So my role, I am a vascular endovascular surgeon, and that's by definition dealing with all the blood vessels in the body outside of the heart or the brain.
Okay, so who comes to see you?
Any patient that have aortic aneurysms, which is dilation of the arteries, or dissection, that's a tear in the artery, or blockages in any of these arteries.
How would I know if I'm experiencing something like that?
That is a $1 million question. Depending on the disease itself, the aneurysms, you actually more often than not, you don't feel any symptoms. Blockage is a bit more forward. If you have a blockage to artery in the leg, then your legs will ache. If you have a blockage to the arteries to your intestines, whenever you eat, you'll have a stomach ache every time you eat, and so on.
Is there something we can do to prevent this?
Absolutely. I think the main things is overall what everybody gets advice from a cardiovascular health, that to try to not smoke, to try to watch your diet from a concept of moderation or Mediterranean diet, a lot of white meats, olive oil, low salt, control, make sure your diabetes or your cholesterol or your blood pressure is well controlled. And lastly, having some exercise definitely help.
Mount Sinai Medical Center has an affiliation with Columbia University, correct?
Absolutely. Truthfully, this affiliation allows the population down here in South Florida to have access to world-class care by having all of these specialties that together between Mount Sinai and Columbia are able to vet the process of patient care, quality metrics, and proper patient outcomes based on evidence-based practices.
This aneurysm could have very easily dilated and I probably wouldn't be here, but they caught it early. They practically hold you by the hand and tell you step by step what to expect. So there's no surprises. The whole thing went exactly as they predicted it, from start to finish, feeling great, healthy, recovering, and it's like a second shot. Incredible staff, highest credentials. You're in good hands. These are the best of the best of the best.
Overall, heart health, cardiovascular health, what's new on the horizon, or what's exciting what you guys are working on right now?
Truthfully, the most exciting thing for us is the integration of AI. I mean, artificial intelligence has been grabbing a lot of attention. We just recently integrated an AI platform software in our operating room suite that allows us to perform complex aortic surgery with less contrast, so it's more protection for the patient kidney, less radiation, so it's less risk of side effects from the radiation on the patients, and to be able to do it precisely and yet minimally invasive way to shorten the hospital stay for all patients. I think the Mount Sinai Aortic Center provides the patients with a collective of different specialties that give them the highest chance of having tailored care and best outcomes in South Florida.
Wow, we love that. Well, if we'd like to learn a little bit more about the Aortic Center, how can we?
Please go to our website, on the Mount Sinai Medical Center website, or call the Aortic Center. We have a dedicated line, and we'd be happy to see any patient who needs to be seen as soon as possible.
Great. Well, doctor, thank you so much for your time.
And thank you for having me.
Of course. This is Las Olas Boulevard, that is Rocco's Tacos, and we were here just a few years ago to feature their delicious food because they were one of the early restaurants on the trend of adding healthier options and options like being gluten-free for many people. Well, we're back here to, yes, enjoy the food, but we're actually gonna meet Rocco himself. He has a health journey of his own he'd like to share. Let's go meet Rocco. As promised, this is Rocco of Rocco's Tacos. That's what the name is after all. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
We were here a few years ago, and we checked out some of the authentic authentic to you cuisine as far as the Mexican cuisine and everything. And we shared the healthy options you had then. Since then, it seems that you have even more healthy options. What was the inspiration for that?
I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis in 2015, and I kind of learned about the disease and what different foods do to the body and how you can eat your way in or out of different types of inflammation.
Yeah.
And then obviously as the world evolves, there's people with different types of allergies, celiac disease and some of the other things. So being that Rocco's is a family-friendly, fun place, we didn't want to discriminate against anybody. We want to make sure that everybody has something to eat when they come here.
Yeah. And with your experience with multiple sclerosis, you've also sponsored walks and other things like that. So tell me about that.
So we started a team called Join Team Rocco, which you can go on the website and you can look at it. And every year in February, we do this walk MS, which is usually localized through towns. This year it's February 25th in West Palm Beach. I encourage everybody to sign up and go. And me, my team, and everybody else has raised well over $1 million to help find a cure.
That's incredible. I think it's interesting that you don't drink. Many people on the show here know that I don't drink, or if I do, it's just a taste here or there. What's it like not drinking yet owning probably one of the most impressive tequila and mezcal collections at your restaurant?
So I did drink. So I've been sober just a little over 7 years, coming up on 8 years soon. So I've owned Rocco's for 16 years, but drinking is what got me here. And for those of you that know me a long time, I definitely had a good time drinking with everybody.
Yeah.
The clarity that I have in the patients and making better decisions, and obviously not having the hangovers in the morning have helped me significantly. I'm very knowledgeable about tequila. I have my master's in tequila, and I've helped develop some brands that are here. I still love the product. I love what it does. I love how big it's grown to like almost the #1 white spirit in the world. And it's a big, big, big part of our brand. However, I've created this great mocktail program with my beverage director, David Ortiz, so people that don't drink like you and I can come here and have the experience of a margarita or a roseberry cocktail.
What is it that you'd like people to know that are beginning their journey of cutting out alcohol and they're maybe finding it difficult?
So it's an interesting question. Some people just stop drinking to stop drinking. And then some people stop drinking because they have a problem. I went through the program a couple times. The third time for me was a charm, and I listened to people that were a lot smarter than me than I thought I was. And the one thing that I gained by going through this program was learning how to be in control. So I went through a 12-step program, which it's really interesting that there's a lot of things that I do in my life that I 12-step my way through anything at this point. So if I wanted to stop eating sweets or I wanted to do something. So it basically gave me a better, more structured way of doing things.
Don't miss next time on SoFlo Health, where I continue my conversation with Rocco and finally try some of the delicious healthy dishes.
Look at this gorgeous view from Amara. Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie, and you can not only have that delicious healthy food that we saw earlier, but you can also enjoy this beautiful view while you're here. And that's all we have for this week's episode of SoFlo Health. So thank you so much for watching. As always, you can watch previous episodes of SoFlo Health by using SoFloShows.com. You can also follow us using @SoFlo Health to share with us what you're doing to stay healthy. Until next week, it's goodbye and good health.
SoFlo Health is on a 2-week hiatus as the NBA on ABC takes our time slot until March 10th. Fear not, we'll be back with food, recovery, and wellness all in one hidden gem in Miami. In the meantime, enjoy some basketball, and we'll see you right back here on March 10th for more SoFlo Health.